Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the live stream for Thursday, August 5th, 2021. It is a Thorogood Thursday here on the Outlaws from the West YouTube channel. Whether you're watching this live or on the replay, please go ahead and drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live or post any other videos. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, while we're waiting for load in, just a reminder that starting next Thursday, 1 week from today, we will be branching out into other games, specifically Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Siege of Paris DLC, and then we'll take a look at other games from there, but definitely excited about that. I've been replaying Assassin's Creed in order to build up the character that I have on PS5, and we should definitely be there and in a good place prior to the DLC dropping, so we'll be ready to do lots of fun activities there. Really looking forward to that DLC. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've received a new offer from Rockstar. I'll check that out in a second. Hi Cassie, how are you? Let's see, we got some new coupons. Nice. Let's see some XP. Select roll items. 5,000 XP. Because I did the quick draw club #1. Pretty sweet. Select coats. Select shirts. And then 3,000 more XP. Cool. Nice way to start the day. Some free XP. Not really free. I had just something to earn it. Free with the purchase, as they say. Let's go ahead and get suited up here. Cassie says she's good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I went the wrong way. We're off to a great start. Australia lost to the USA in basketball. Was it a close game? I didn't see the score. I meant to check, and then I forgot. Do this real quick. Alright, we're good there. 19 points. Yeah, that's, I mean, not great. I know we were kind of hoping it'd be a close game. Can still get the bronze. Yep, that's right. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna start by heading to camp. Hopefully it's not too far from here. Yeah, it's not too far. Actually, you know what? There's an arrowhead on the way. We'll just go ahead and grab that arrowhead, since we're gonna be in the area. One of the challenges today is arrowheads, as well as using a shovel to find collectibles, so we'll double down on that. And then camp stews is also another one, so start on those. Start on the arrowheads and shovel. I won't finish that just yet, but this arrowhead's like right on the way, so. And then when we get to camp, we'll do the stews. We'll complete that one. Cassie says, "At least we didn't get absolutely flogged." Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I know USA in the past has beaten teams by like 50, so.
Many folks about.
That was interesting. There's another player on the map, and then he just disappeared. I wonder where he went. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't watched any sporting events. I have been... I mean, I did this yesterday, and then I probably played Assassin's Creed for like 8 hours. I'm so focused on that, and, you know, kind of ripping through the storyline of that to try and level up my character as fast as possible. Make sure I'm ready for next Thursday. It's really taking up a lot of my time, which is fine. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm doing it in my free time, so. But yeah, PS5 is so smooth. I'm really looking forward to doing that in a live stream. Went and watched a high school production of Grease. Interesting. I've never been a big fan of that. I know it's extremely popular. It just doesn't appeal to me. I don't have anything against it. It's not like I hate it. I've just always kind of been indifferent. That being said, I'm not completely opposed to like theater. We've actually been a few times to the theaters in New York City, in Times Square there. Actually saw before Idina Menzel, who plays voice of Elsa in the Frozen movies. You probably know that name now, but like 10 years ago we went and saw her, maybe even more than 10 years ago. We went and saw her in Wicked. She played Elphaba. And she was awesome then. It was really cool to kind of see her like be super famous now. We've been there a few times. We saw Wicked. I mentioned, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, on the stream. I mentioned I'm a big Green Bay Packers fan. So one year for Christmas, we got tickets to go see the Lombardi play. I forget what it's called. But that was really cool. It was actually the night before the NFC Championship game, the one that they won, and then went on to win the Super Bowl. I know you may find that hard to believe given their recent track record in NFC Championship games. They have actually won one. So it was cool. We watched the play on Saturday night, Vince Lombardi play on Saturday night, and then Sunday, watch the Packers win the NFC Championship game against the Bears. And then what did we saw one other play. I know we've seen others, but these are the ones that stick out in my mind. We saw one with James Gandolfini, R.I.P. right before he passed away, and it was actually it was really cool. Marsha Gay Harden was in it, Daniels, and then Hope. I can't think of her last name. God of Carnage was the name of the play. Really cool. It's basically about these two sets of parents who, by the time the play begins, the child of each parent has gotten into like a fight or something at school. There's some like altercation at school, and the action picks up with them. Like I guess I don't forget they were in the principal's office or just outside the principal's office. So they've already like met with the principal, I think. And ultimately, it just goes to show you, like through the course of the play, you see how parents influence their children's behavior. And it's funny because like at first both of them are like, "I'm so sorry my kid did this to your kid," yada yada. But then by the end of the play, they're like blaming each other. It was really good. It was cool to see Gandolfini, obviously now that he's passed away. I had never been a big Sopranos fan, but I know he's like, again, super famous actor. So it was cool to see him. It's a great play. And those four actors made it even better. Alright, so we got our camp stews eaten. I'm going to save some of the bounty hunter stuff. We'll do that later. I think I'm going to go do Moonshine Delivery. Yeah, let's go do a Moonshine Delivery. We're close to the shack. Gotta make $200 and then make a special recipe. Those are the two moonshine challenges I wanted to focus on today, so we'll start there. Let's see. One of your AFL teammates was in it, so we went as a team to support her. Cool, that's awesome. You were the youngest one there from the team, and they knew all the songs. I only knew the song Grease Lightning. Yeah, that's it's interesting because that's like a thing. I guess it's always going to be famous, right? That's one of those things that like parents pass on to their kids. But I remember like, so we're second generation of that. Like my parents were big into that, and then they kind of like raised all of me and my friends on it. Yeah, I don't know any of the music either. I couldn't tell you. Obviously I know Grease Lightning. And then there's isn't there like Look at Me, I'm Sandra D or something like that? I don't know, I forget. There's a few of them that kind of stick out, but again, not a huge fan of that movie or play.
This batch is perfect.
But that's cool that you want to support your teammate. That's good stuff.
C'est parti. I was wondering when you were going to get here. This is a good batch, of course. They are all good batches, but this one is superior, eh? I have found a buyer who will appreciate it. And most important, they will pay for it too. Now, all you have to do is to be attentif, eh? Seigneur, ayez pitié.
Alright, looks like we're going up to the shack. Way up in Annisburg. North of Annisburg. Roanoke Ridge, Dover Hill, whatever you want to call it. The long one. This is the longest delivery on this thing. So it was the first time watching it, so what'd you think? Did you enjoy it? I feel like, as we get further removed from that time period, so it's like set in the 60s, right? Or 50s maybe, I forget. Either way. It's, you know, as we get further removed from that time period, I feel like the popularity of that movie will continue to wane. Like I said, it was super popular. My parents' generation. It was still pretty popular for my generation, but I feel like the younger generations, I don't know. Is there really much appeal to that movie with the cars and all that? I don't know. I feel like today's generation's more likely to go see Fast and Furious than they are to see Grease Lightning, or Grease.
Nothing for you here. Move along.
You enjoyed it? Okay, cool. You got another Lego set today. What Lego set you get? Hopefully something cool. I'm waiting for... It should be coming soon, the announcement for what the Winter Village set is going to be. I know it seems weird to be thinking about Christmas and stuff like that, but they usually drop that set in the middle of September. So there should be some kind of announcement, or leak at least, coming soon about what that set's going to be. That'll probably be my next big set with my daughter. Yeah, we still got 4 more bags of the Ice Palace. So that'll probably carry us through probably till like mid-September, maybe. And then maybe take a little bit of a break, unless there's like a major Halloween set that comes out. We'll see. But we usually do, in years past, what we've done is we'll do the new Winter Village set the day after Thanksgiving. I'm very big on not starting Christmas stuff, Christmas holiday stuff, until after Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving has become like the forgotten holiday. And I really like Thanksgiving, so I don't like listen to any Christmas music, unless I'm in like a store and I hear it, but I don't put it on my own. I have like a Christmas playlist I have that I don't turn on until the ride home from Thanksgiving dinner. I refuse. But anyway, so usually with the Winter Village set, we'll build it on the day after Thanksgiving. But I think this year we're going to do a little differently. I think we're going to do another like 1 bag a week kind of thing, which will last us through the Christmas/holiday season. And ultimately we'll be done with it like right before Christmas. So I'll map all that stuff out. Maybe we'll do another video series. I don't know. But either way, expecting some kind of leak or announcement on the Winter Village stuff pretty soon. Pretty exciting. Lego Ninjago Tournament of Elements. Cool. That sounds cool. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not big into the Ninjago thing. I do appreciate the samurai aspect of it. I know like Temple of Erojutsu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Temple of something, whatever it is like a cool set because I like samurai type stuff. So I was looking at a lot of those like elements and building style when I was thinking about doing like Japanese restaurant in my city. That's the other thing too. I have a ton of stuff that I've designed myself. Mocks, if you will, my own creation called Mocks, M-O-C. I have a ton of stuff like that that I've designed myself in like a digital design program, and never really got around to building it. It's expensive. You know, each one of those builds costs like $500. Because once you design them, then you got to get the bricks from like Bricklink. It can be kind of a pain. An expensive pain. Alright, let's see. Alright, there's our $200. We'll head back to the Moonshine Shack. And start working on the new recipe. It's gotta be a special recipe today. Good news about your laptop, you get it back tomorrow. Cool. That is good news. Go ahead and put it on autopilot. So like I was saying, a lot of the stuff that I have in my Lego City is stuff I've designed myself. A lot of it's the modulars that come out every January 1st. But then I got a lot of stuff also that I kind of designed myself. There's like a pink house, seaside house. I've got these like 6, like a row of shops. I designed myself, like a surf shop. There's a sub shop, like a sandwich shop. There's an ice cream shop, a candy store, toy store. I think that's all of them. There's 6 of them. But anyway, each one of those was like $200 because obviously it doesn't cost anything to design it. When you're in the digital program, you're just kind of playing around. Then you can export all the different pieces into a site called Bricklink, which is like a... It's kind of like eBay, but it's like specialized for Lego bricks and pieces. So like if I had, which I do, if I wanted to sell any of my extra sets or pieces, I could sell them through the site called Bricklink. So there's other like sellers from all over the world, really, that have like extra pieces. And some people, that's like their business. Like they don't go to work at all. They do secondhand sales of Lego sets and extra Lego pieces. The problem is, unless you're using a lot of common parts, you're probably not going to be able to get all the pieces you need. Look out. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sorry, dude. Sorry, horse. That was brutal. So much for autopilot. What is this music? It's like new music. Why is it still playing this music? Like that's over. There's no threat. Alright, anyway. As I was saying, unless you luck out, I guess, you're gonna have to, like, if it's a 1,000-piece mock, which a lot of those are, it's like at least 1,000 pieces.
I guess I'll settle down one of these days.
You're gonna spend a ton of money on shipping from all the different Lego Bricklink stores. So, I feel like I had it down to a pretty good system, but then I stopped. I don't remember the last time I actually ordered anything from Bricklink. It's probably been at least 6 months. But yeah, it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby to begin with. That's why I kind of like pumped the brakes on it recently. I'll maybe only do like 1 or 2 sets a year going forward, just because it's so expensive. It's gonna have to be like a set that really wows me in order for me to spend my money on it. Or if it's something for the kids, obviously, that's a different story, but... Alright, let's see... The high school production I was in, we did Footloose. Yeah, that's another one. I feel like another kind of timeless movie, or at least, you know, you think it's timeless. But I feel like, again, maybe not as popular today as it was. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, I mean, the fact that you're seeing these things and doing them. Alright, we want a strong one.
Very good.
And it's gotta be special.
This will be a strong one.
Prairie Poppy, I got 3 Absinthe, 3 Caribbean Rum. And this one's not available because I don't have. That's okay. That's a 1 star anyway. Let me see something else. I don't have any Agarita. And I have 3 Creek Plum. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm more likely to pick up Absinthe, I feel like. Maybe not. Maybe Caribbean Rum. Where'd the Caribbean Rum go? Right there. Spiced Island. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, and then we'll wait 48 minutes for that to be ready.
I am yours to command.
Could either do sampling desert animals, or do some more arrowheads. I'm gonna go do... Man, I just don't know what I want to do. Let's go to desert animals, and then there's 2 arrowheads kind of outside of Armadillo and McFarland's ranch that we can get. The other production I watched this year is my old high school's performance of High School the Musical. Yeah. Which is like a weird thing too, right? They was that a movie first? It's a movie about a play that they then turned into a play, or is it a play about a play that they then turned into a movie about a play? I think I confused myself on that one. I think you know what I'm trying to say. How did that whole thing get started, the High School Musical thing? It started as like a movie, right? Yeah, I think it started as a movie too. Pretty sure that's how that whole thing got started. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get that one. That's fine, we got the armadillo. We get started with the armadillo. Might actually, well, we'll see. I was gonna say I might actually get that one, but I'm not really gonna focus on that one too much. I know I want to focus on bounty hunter stuff a little later, so kind of save those challenges to hit the 9 for 9. You're eating a Big Mac and had a mouthful burger when you ran. I don't know. Don't choke. I'll go dying during my live stream. That was crazy. Like, I mean, the timing of that, I can't wait to go back and watch that again. Because I realized it was going to happen just before it happened. There was no way I could have stopped it. I mean, I'm in autopilot, cinematic mode. There was just no way I could have stopped that. So, just kind of had to take it like a, you know, pitch to the backside. I found 3 really easy desert animals today. 2 armadillos and a Gila monster. What's the horse freaking out about? Big drink of Coke. Regular Coke or Diet Coke? Alright, so that's it for desert animals. Let's go find 2 more arrowheads. Diet Coke. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm one of those people, I can't do Diet Coke. It just, for some reason, if I'm gonna be drinking a Coke, I have to have like regular. But I've been really good lately. Actually, I had a Coke last night and I had Burger King. That's what one of the kids wanted. so not by choice, but I had Burger King. And I couldn't remember the last time I had a Coke before that. I used to drink Coke all the time. Like, that's all I drank. And then I started trying to lose a little weight back in the earlier part of the year. I've actually done pretty good. I've lost like 35 pounds, I think, since January 1st. 20 pounds in like the last 6 months. So, doing really good. And how I did it was not cutting soda out completely. I don't know that I'll ever be able to cut soda out completely. But I just kind of like backed it down a little bit. We found, I really like strawberry flavored stuff. Problem with that is I drink too much of it and it's acidic. I get really bad acid reflux, heartburn, I guess. So I was always trying to find something that had like a strawberry taste to it but wouldn't give me the acid, and really I drink a lot of strawberry milk, which I love, but drinking strawberry milk in the summer, like milk in the summer, it's really hot here, is just gross. So anyway, long story short, we finally found vitamin water makes a strawberry, it's not strawberry kiwi, I forget what it is. Strawberry snake here. Either way, it's strawberry flavored. It's not as acidic as a lot of other strawberry drinks, and I think it's pretty good. No one else in the house likes it. No one likes it. That's fine. So, doing that, which I realize vitamin water still has like a lot of sugar in it. So, trying not to drink too many of them. I just don't like the taste of regular water. I've tried Mio and other where is this thing? There we go. I've tried Mio and other little like drops, like flavor drops for regular water. I just don't care for it. So this, I mean, this has been a huge help. And who knows? You know, when I first started drinking them, I was drinking like 3 or 4 a day, 5 a day. Now I'm down to like 1 or 2 a day. So I just don't care for the taste of Diet Coke, and I know I can't drink regular Coke all the time, so I had to like figure something out. But yeah, I'm pretty proud. I've lost like a lot of weight since the beginning of the year, so. Not to toot my own horn too much, but I'm pretty happy about it. Hey, Austin. Oh, my mic is cutting out again? Yeah, sorry about that. Not much I can do about it. I gotta get a new one. Apologies. Austin said he's getting tested for COVID later today. Good luck with that. It's actually not, well, depending on what they're doing. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was pretty easy to like I had this vision in my head of someone jamming a Q-tip up into my brain. It's not that bad. Not even close. And then, like, we waited a few days. I think it was like 48 hours. And I got like a text message. So I'm not sure how they're gonna do it where you are, Austin, but by us, that's how they did it. Got a text message from these guys saying the results were ready. Then you had to click on a link, and then the link, both times I got tested, said I was not positive. I was negative. So. Yeah, they must be doing something different down there than what we're doing up here. Which, who knows? I mean, that whole thing, too, like, they developed these testing kits, and then just didn't. I feel like there's a lot of false positives, a lot of false negatives. I don't want to bash on the whole COVID thing. It turns into, like, a crazy political thing, which it shouldn't be. But I just feel like is that really the best way to test for it? The only way to test for it? Stick a swab up your nose? I don't know. Seems like if it spreads through people coughing and sneezing, can't I just cough into something? There we go. You know, I'm just looking for arrowheads. I don't want to kill any animals. But it's not Wildlife Wednesday, so we're good. Yeah, you said your cousin was sick. So how are they doing the test down there, Austin? Like, they up here, again, they actually let us do it ourselves. Like, you blow your nose, you take the Q-tip swab, you stick it in, but they said you don't have to stick it in that far. Then you just kind of like swab around your nose for a little bit. I remember when they first started doing it, it was like they would like jam it, and I didn't have to have it done, but I heard from other people when they were first doing it, they were like jamming it into your nose, like way up. But I didn't think they were doing that anymore. Yeah, stick up your nose. Yeah, but like how far up your nose? Like, again, I didn't think it was that bad, and the fact that I was able to control it. I had to do it twice. Once I thought I was sick, but I had been taking some painkillers for my back, and I don't think I ate enough food. So I got sick one night, and of course, you know, every time you get sneeze or cough, now you gotta get a COVID test. In years past, I would have never thought anything of it, but so now I was like, oh, I might have COVID. So I went and got tested then. And then one of the girls, Avery, actually, one of her paras at school tested positive. So they thought she might have it, so she had to stay out of school. And then as part of all that, we figured we all should probably get tested just in case. And everybody was negative. So both times I had it done, the test done, I was negative. Yeah, so you might have a better, you have to let me know. You might have a better experience this time than you did the first time you had it, because I feel like I think it's better now than it was. Either way, I wish you the best with that, because obviously I hope you don't have COVID. And hopefully no one else around you gets it either. Alright, so those are 3 arrowheads. Those are 3 shovels. So I have a theory on why the mic is cutting out. I think it's because the PS5 controller, the way the wireless works, I think I have too many like wireless things all in the same corner of my house. So just give you guys a picture of what I'm dealing with here. I've got my TV, which is a smart TV that's linked to the Wi-Fi. I've got the PS4 linked to the Wi-Fi, PS5 linked to the Wi-Fi. I have my MacBook, I have my work computer, 2 iPads, and 2 iPhones. One is my work phone, one is my personal phone. And then on top of that, both of these controllers, the PS4 controller and the PS5 controller, also Wi-Fi capable. So it's like, you know, the term hotspot when it comes to talking about my setup here, yeah, that's like super hotspot. It's like ultraviolet spot. Let me just take a look at these challenges real quick. Alright, so we've already done 5 of the 9 roll challenges. We're waiting on the special recipe. I'm gonna go do some of the general stuff, and then we'll get in the bounty hunter stuff afterwards. So we can either do creeping time, picked, or let's go fishing. Let's go do a Lake Sturgeon. We'll go fishing real quick. It's only 1 fish today, so it shouldn't take us too long. Not like the other days where it was like 5 of a special kind of fish. and I kind of know like right where. I know most of the fishing locations. It's just sometimes they don't pop where they should. Or if you're looking for a specific fish, you get one of the other fish instead. But in this case, it's Lake Sturgeon. It's right down by Gill's Landing. So I'm gonna go to... I don't know, I guess go to Rhodes. Let's go to Emerald Station. Austin says the risk of almost dying is exhilarating. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting... that's an interesting way to put it. It certainly is not... not that there's any real good ways to go. You know, I prefer, if I have to die, I want it to be quick. Like, as fast as possible and painless as possible. I feel like most people probably feel the same way. If not everybody. But from what I've heard, and again, I think they've gotten better about this too with COVID, it's basically like you're slowly suffocating. And that is not cool. Like, if you're getting choked out or whatever, not ideal. But even that's like quick, at least. I mean, some of these people, it was taking like 3 or 4 days for them to die. Like, they knew they were gonna die, and they were just trying to like ease their pain. And that's not, I mean, that sucks. That's the worst. I always thought like drowning or being burned alive would be the worst way to go, and then like they started telling so many stories about people in the ER for COVID, and I was like, nope, that's the worst way to go. That's literally the worst way I can think of to go. Cassie says we just had our first COVID case in almost 250 days. Wow. So I have kind of like a question about that. So you're on Tasmania, right? Island off the coast of Australia. What's the population there? Is it like 100,000 people? I feel like that's a long time to go without having a case. And I'm just wondering if it's because it's a smaller population of people. Like, just for comparison, we have like 50,000 people in the town I live in. But that's like one town in a pretty decently populated state. And a country with like, I don't know, I think we have like 300 million people here in the United States. 330 million, I think.
Good morning. Done with that, then.
If I get that, it's like just inject me with the kill stuff. Yeah, that's what they were trying to do, man. They were trying to keep people as... make it as easy as possible. I don't think you have to worry about that. I mean, I don't want to... I'm not a doctor, but most of the... that was like all elderly people. And like most of them were sick with something else. Like they already had lung problems from years of smoking, you know, emphysema. Not all of them, but most of them, right? I think pretty much anybody under 30 that was in relatively healthy condition, like not obese, didn't have asthma. I think a lot of it was underlying circumstances. And that's not everybody. There were still some healthy people under the age of 30 who did get sick and pass away, and that's terrible, but I think if you look at the numbers, the bulk of the people who passed away from it were like 70 and older and or had some other underlying health concerns. So a healthy young 14-year-old such as yourself, you should be okay. I wouldn't worry about it too much until they tell you otherwise. Alright, so Tasmania has 541,000 people. Okay. And you guys just had your first case in over 250 days? That's impressive. Because that is a lot. That's a lot more people than I was expecting you to say. I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but I figured 100,000. So there should be a lake sturgeon. There he is. Look at that big guy. Hey, buddy. I'll come grab this lure from me real quick, so we can get this gold. Just worried about my cousin, he's 30 with a dad body. Yeah, I mean... you never know. It is interesting though, I know there seems to be like an uptick in cases. Look at this guy. Look at this guy in this boat. Get out of here, dude. I'm trying to fish. Kidding me? Don't snap my loot line, dude. Yeah, I feel like 30 still isn't too much area of concern. Again, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but based on the stuff I've been hearing and reading, it's like he'd have to be twice as old to be in like a real high risk. Unless he has like obesity or... And I think it's like severe obesity. Like dad bod is not, you know... Pretty much everyone has a dad bod. That's why it's called dad bod. Some idiot flew in, went to hotel quarantine, then escaped back to the airport and left the state. Yeah, see so again, I think the biggest, and we can get into some of the politics of it, but I really don't want to do that. I'm just speaking, when I speak to you, I'm speaking to you as someone who's a registered independent. I tend to see both sides of the story well, no matter what the case may be. I'm not just talking about Democrat or Republican, I'm talking about like, if my two friends get in a fight over something, I can see both sides of their stories pretty easily. I tend to keep an open mind, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The two things we knew early on were that it impacted old people more than the young. We weren't really sure about kids, but that kind of came along later where it was like kids don't really seem to get it, but they can be carriers, that kind of stuff. And the other thing we knew was like, yeah, maybe don't travel. So like all these people that were in China or wherever that started traveling all over the globe. Like I knew somebody that I work with who she was pregnant at the time, so she was terribly concerned about this. Someone that she works with was in China, left, and then rather than quarantining when they got home, went to the office. You know, who knows how they got there? They probably took mass transportation. So how many people came into contact with just this one person while the guy was sick that then got sick because of it? And it's like, people just weren't smart about it. You know, not that I think people should be, like, sheltering in their bunkers or anything like that, but... Even now, like, when we go out here, they've lifted our mask mandates. I still wear my mask. You know, I don't trust people. You know, I don't trust people, like, when they have the cold. Never mind when they have this. So, I think, Cassie, you're hitting the nail on the head with that person. That person should not have gone to the airport. It's terrible. Alright, so we did our Lake Sturgeon. Supposed to do creeping time next. I don't really want to do that. Let's start some bounty stuff. I'm gonna head back up to the Emerald Station. We will start on the bounty hunter stuff. Speaking of bounty hunters, I've been watching Django Unchained. I just finished it last night. I've seen it before, but it's on Netflix. So I was looking for something to watch after I watched that Clint Eastwood movie, and it came up as like a suggestion. And I was like, oh, it's been a while since I watched that. I'm gonna put that on. Such a great movie. Jamie Foxx is like amazing. He's amazing in like most of the stuff he's in. And then that German fellow, the German fellow as they call him, he's so good. Your mom was in Bali when Australia shut the borders, and when she got home, she went straight into 14-day quarantine. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. So like I said, when I thought I had it, that first 48 hours before I could go get tested, I self-quarantined right here in the room. I had like a little TV tray set up. I ate dinner in here by myself. You know, if I had to go to use the restroom, announced that I was leaving the room. Oh my gosh, another crash. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop at the autopilot. What is going on with this autopilot today? At least this guy didn't try to fight me. Alright, that's enough autopilot. Anyway, yeah, just do the smart thing. If you think you're sick, don't like go to a sporting event or concert or something like that. Just stay home. It's not worth it. Like, if you really think, you know, that concert or whatever is worth it enough to put other people at risk, then I don't know, I feel bad for you. And again, I'm somebody who most people would probably think I'm like conservative, you know, Republican in my view on this whole thing. And even I'm telling you, you should stay home. So, not if you feel healthy. Like, if you feel fine, then go do your thing. Wear a mask if they tell you to wear a mask. You know, it's like when I went to go pick up dog food the other day, there's a big sign. It says, you don't have to wear a mask. But a lot of people were still wearing masks. And that's fine. The one was funny when the first one, yeah. I don't know. I think the first one was better. To each their own. It's ridiculous that shouldn't happen. Again, playing Assassin's Creed recently and seeing how they handle those situations with the horses. Like if I run into an NPC, I kind of just bounce off of it. Alright, I'm not doing any duplicates. There we go, let's go get Sophia Juarez. The Viking tomb. Speaking of Assassin's Creed, Vikings. Hope you guys are excited for that. I know I'm pretty excited. Obviously, I'm talking about it a lot. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a great game. I feel like it's very different from this game. There's still some riding, like riding all over the map and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's more of like a on foot or on boat. There's like lots of stuff on boats, which is kind of cool. Sorry, but your government's confusing as heck. Yeah, you have no idea. I mean, I've thought that for... So, okay, so I'm 39. I've been voting age eligible for 21 years. So I've been through 5 different elections. The first year I was old enough to vote was Bush versus Gore back in 2000. I thought it was bad back then, 21 years ago. I never imagined it worse. I never imagined it would be like it is today. And I'm not even talking about the politics situation of it. I think a lot of times I think politics, like Democrat versus Republican, that's all just for show. Like that's like you know, during the time of the Romans when they would go to the Colosseum and see the plays and whatnot, the theaters. Greeks, the theater, you know, it's just all theater. It's I think I talked about this before. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, the people in your party, the leaders, quote unquote leaders of your party, they don't care about you. They just want your vote. But at the same time, I think like it's like a game to them where they don't really care if any progress ever happens. They just like do these things so that we're at like a constant standstill. So Cassie, your point about our government is confusing. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's like, even when you have an understanding of it, which I think I have a pretty good understanding of how it's supposed to work, the way in which it actually works is like mind-boggling. Like, it really isn't supposed to be as complicated as it is. I don't think it's what the founders of our country had in mind when they started the whole thing. And you gotta keep in mind, that was 13 colonies at the time, right? The original 13 colonies, of which the state where I live was one. And they had like representatives from different districts, but the districts were larger and had less people in them. I think just over time it's gotten way more convoluted to the point where you have like 500 something Congress people, 100 senators, and then the vice president and the president. It's too many people. It's not what they intended when they founded this country, I don't think. It's gonna be one of those search and find things. I'm okay with that. That's a card. There we go. I don't want that card. I doubt she's up this way. Usually you find them down by the river. Been able to vote for 3 years and find Australia's politics confusing as well. Yeah, I think that, again, it's designed to be confusing, because at the end of the day, it's all about control, right? Government wants to control you one way or the other, and they're really good at it. Big elk over here, or if will try to run me over. She walked around like a big circle. Gotta love it. We're getting close to where she could be, though. Oh, wait. This is what I need. Let's grab some of these real quick. I wasn't going to do this one, but these are all right here. Taking some time out to enjoy a snack on my bounty hunt. A light snack. Healthy greens, right? We're eating some healthy greens. Oh, did I just hear somebody? Oh, there's a clue. It's gonna send me all the way back. Even though there's a bedroll, it's gonna be like, she's not here. Oh, maybe she was here. Oh, now I got two paths to choose. One leads us that way, the other one leads us back that way. I'm gonna go this way. I feel like this is that leads us to the little peninsula in the river here. It's usually where you find the bounty. Worst part is we have to vote and get in trouble if we don't. That's interesting, because I know that's like a thing you know, a lot of people don't vote. Ironically enough, the way our government's structured, you should be voting more in elections than you should for the presidential election. But again, the government's got people so confused that people don't realize that. So there's people who vote in the presidential election and then don't vote for anybody else, which is crazy to me. Like, why wouldn't you vote for your mayor? You don't care about what happens in your local town? You care more about what happens at the national level? That's crazy to me. Alright, so we got a hog tire with reinforced.
Don't do something you'll regret, huh?
Looter.
¿Qué carajos?
And then she is not legendary, but a hard bounty. So I should get credit for that when we turn her in. We'll see. And then I was thinking I might do a legendary bounty today anyway, so once I'm done with these regular bounties, maybe we'll do a legendary bounty to close out the day. We'll see.
Hijo de la chingada!
But yeah, so I know a lot of people who don't vote. In fact, if you look at, not counting this most recent election for us, because a lot of people were motivated to vote. There was a lot of people who supported Trump, and a lot of people who didn't support Trump. They hated Trump. So it was like a very polarizing election, and a lot of people either went to their polling place or mailed in their vote. But if you look at elections prior to that, it was only like 60% of the country that was voting. So if you think about that, basically a third of the country was voting for one guy, a third of the country was voting for the other guy, or gal in the case of Hillary Clinton, and then a third of the country wasn't voting at all. So it's crazy, like when you hear about it in the news, it's all like, the news makes it sound so important. And it is important, but they make it sound like, you know, everyone in the country is voting. When in reality, there's like a third of the people that are like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay home. In this last election, it was like 75% of people, so it was much more, like a lot more people voted in this last election than any election prior. And I think the way it turned out, a lot of people are probably next time. I think the results of this election and everything that happened afterwards, the aftermath of our election,
No, por favor, no.
I feel like a lot of people are like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit the next one out. And we'll see, who knows. I'm hearing through my conservative friends that Trump is probably gonna make a run again. So it might be, the 2024 election might be the same as 2020. Gosh, I hope not.
Cago en la verga.
I hope both parties offer up something different. And I hope more people start to pay attention to some of the smaller parties, like Libertarian Party. There's other options. I think people forget that when they go to vote. They make you think that you have to vote for one or the other.
I'm glad you brought them in alive. They're gonna stand trial. There's your money.
Alright, there's my hard bounty. Gotta do 2 more, so we'll go ahead and just grab a bounty off this board.
Don't get any clever ideas now.
What, you mean like grabbing that bounty off the back of your wagon?
You better damn well watch yourself.
So we got the Gatling gun guy, and then they have explosives. So I hope, hopefully they don't shoot that explosive. Kill my bounty. Is this just like a regular guy caught in the middle of the gunfire? Oh man! They just killed that guy's horse. He will live to fight another day. Do not shoot the dynamite, dude. Oh gosh. Alright, stop. Oh. Let's go a little this way. Pull him out of the thing. Ever so gently. I don't want to stand next to this dynamite. This guy's gonna flip and shoot it by accident. We're all gonna blow up. Get out of here. I should have killed this last guy. Hold on. Let's move just a little bit here. Where is this guy? Alright, there we go. What do you got for me? Oh, 54 cents. Nice. Oh wait, I didn't loot him. Hold on. Sorry, dude. You're gonna put it back down. Normally I wouldn't care about that, but it's one of the challenges today, so just go ahead and do it. 4 days till your wisdom teeth surgery. Yeah, huh? Can't believe it's almost here. Alright, go bring this guy back into Annisburg. That was a quick little bounty. I like that one. Watch out, dude. Don't just stand there. Keep walking. Oops. No, 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 no. No, no, no. That's not what I wanted to do. Do it again. Assassin's Creed controller got me. Sorry, Punisher. I didn't mean to punch you, buddy. I'll buy you a carrot later.
I confess I'm sad to see him still alive, but well done anyway. All right, take your money.
You're starting to feel sick from being so anxious. Yeah, try to relax as much as you can. Alright, let's take a look at these challenges. So I just need, we'll do one more bounty and get both of those. And then that special moonshine, that should be ready soon. Let's see which one we can get done first, the bounties or the moonshine. Will moonshine happen as I'm on this next bounty run, or what? Let's see. Go to the hideout. Where is the hideout? Oh, the loft, okay. So I imagine the Moonshine's gonna be ready first then. Let me go up this way. Bit of a shortcut following the train tracks. When you feel really anxious, you watch me wipe out. Good. Well, there's plenty of that. That might actually explain some of the stuff. Ticket was mentioning the view count yesterday. If you're going back and watching that stuff, then... Oh, here we go. Almost had a wipe out there. Oh, there's the moonshine recipe. Yeah, Ticket was mentioning the view count yesterday. I feel like if you're going back and watching those wipeouts a lot, then that probably explains some of why the view count is so high versus the subscriber total. But again, I don't put much stock into view counts and such. It's not like I'm getting paid for this, right? It's not a monetized channel or anything. Which is a good thing. I think too many people get into the monetized game and they become obsessed with the views. They're funny to watch, yeah. I don't know if I've ever done a bounty up here before. I don't know if I had like Moonshiner, bootlegger stuff up here before. Oh, what? Okay, hold on a second. This guy is relentless on this. Really? Alright, dude. The target is getting away. That guy in that Maxim gun is brutal. Where is the target? It's over here. Come on, Punisher, catch up, buddy. Chasing this guy all over the mountain over here. It's down here somewhere. Give up. Don't give up, I want to chase you more. Where is he? I hear him. There he is. This kind of works out. I wasn't going to be able to hog time because he was in the building.
Demonios.
What? This dude's running for the train tunnel.
Carajo!
What? What just happened there? He got away. You know what? Let's get on the ground. I'm tempted to leave this guy here and let him get run over. Alright, there's my 9 for 9. If I can get my horse, we can go turn this guy in. I don't know where my horse went, though. Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate that. Good reminder if anyone else is watching, either live here in the chat or if you're watching this later on the replay, go ahead and drop a like. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. I do weekday live streams.
No chingues. Otra vez.
I'm gonna run this guy back to Annisburg. Here, we're gonna go over here. Although this is kind of like towards his friends. I'm in the middle of nowhere right now. No wonder the horse can't find me. It's kind of funny. I got my 9 for 9, but I might fail this bounty. If I can't get my horse. There's no way I can run all the way back to Annisburg in 7 minutes. Oh, my guy's getting a little lose the stamina here. Alright. Kind of just stuck on a mountain here now. I feel like I'm gonna fall if I go that way. We're not going that way. I'm gonna fall. Oh, here comes the bad guys. You know what? That's good though. That guy's on a horse. I'm stealing his horse. No. You're dead. Come here, horse. Don't go too far. Hey, relax. Come here. Don't you want to give me a ride? Alright. This is crazy.
This can't be happening again.
That's what I'm saying. Alright, this horse seems to have calmed down a little bit. Relax, buddy. It's okay. You're alright. Oh!
Talk me straight, and I might not kill you.
Oh, man.
Get these damn ropes off
I was
me.
hoping to put that on the other guy's horse, but now that I got kicked, I don't think I can do that. Let me see. I know there's a spot where I can get this horse to come.
Otra vez. No puedo creerlo.
Yeah, here we go. If you ever find yourself in this area, there's a little path right over here to get down. And then there's a road.
Cabrón.
Let's see. There he is. Where'd you go, dude? You're like a bounty hunting horse. I'm sorry I punched you earlier. Just because I punched you? Alright, I think I saw a prison wagon too, which is good. So I don't have to go all the way back to Annisburg. Let's get out of here.
Carajo!
There we go.
Yeah, I saw this one's poster. Always smaller when you meet him in person. And this is yours.
Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We got our 9 for 9 today. As always, I appreciate anyone who joined me in the chat. Thank you for that. I realize a little bit shorter of a live stream today, but I'll make it up to you guys next Tuesday and Thursday. We've got some new content coming for Red Dead. And also, like I talked about, we're going to start doing some Assassin's Creed stuff next Thursday. So, again, thank you. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell. You get notified whenever I go live. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.